Freelancer Joe, ready to once again get cracking. How are you all doing on this fine and wonderful and glorious Tuesday afternoon? And actually, it didn't start out looking so good. It was really cold, and it had the very thin sheet-like clouds. I know there's a scientific name for it, but I am not a meteorologist nor an avid cloud watcher, so I don't know. But yeah, now that's kind of clear out. We got the blue sky. That we have parts of the sky showing, and it is a glorious sky blue. Yes, yes. And temperature-wise, it's pretty nice. If you're out in the sun, it's nice and warm. Nice and warm. If you're in the shade, it's still a little cool. But it's supposed to be warmer tomorrow by like 16 degrees. So it's good as bueno. Alright? Let me go ahead and set things up. And I did ask how you're all doing. And I hope you are doing fine and wonderful and glorious. As you can see, I'm moving myself out of the way. It's very hard moving a big man like myself out of the way. Is naturally somebody who, doesn't hog the spotlight, but to whom the spotlight naturally is attracted to. It's very difficult for me to step into the shadows. But I do it because I want to provide you, my wonderful and awesome and loyal and great viewers, that sweet, sweet content. Or an attempt at sweet, sweet content. How about we just go for content? I'll give you that, unless my internet goes out, which I'm hoping it doesn't. I'm doing pretty good myself. Quite good. Not too bad, actually. Had a demo at work today. It's not really supposed to be a demo. So what I'm working on, it has multiple pieces to it, and the direction was vague. It's kind of like, we want to replace this system. I was like, okay, that's all you got for me. So I whipped something together, and had shown it to at least one level higher up, my immediate manager, the guy I work for directly. And he was like, oh yeah, that's good. So show it to the guy that's actually requesting this work at some point. So we finally got around, or we finally managed to wrangle him in. But when we wrangled him in, he brought along his boys too. His boys were also, the guys that were going to have his back selling it. And so, I didn't feel like it was quite ready for that level of presentation. I just wanted his immediate feedback, like, are we on the right path? But, he saw it, and he's like, oh, yeah, do this, and we're selling it like this, and blah, 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 blah. So anyway, basically, it went well. At the very least, it all worked. Not that I'm surprised that it worked. This is not me being braggadocious again. Or, I'm not braggadocious. This is not me simply stating the truth. It's the way it was implemented. Let us just say that I took advantage of many, many things that already existed and worked. Which is the smart way to do things. I know many of the more erudite and sophisticated programmers would scoff at my particular approach, but hey, I get where you're coming from. Sometimes I agree with you, sometimes I don't, and this time I don't. You know what? Let's just get working. Alright, so what have we got done? We got terminal up, check. We got the browser up, check. And we got the editor up, check. So what are we supposed to be doing? Well, this is why I have my to-do list. You see? Of course, I remember exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm in the middle of upgrading, and I'm supposed to move on to the next template. And the next template is parallax. Shall we take bets? Bets? Parallax. Ooh. I'm feeling it. You would think it's because I'm flush with a sense of accomplishment at a successful demo. Actually, no, not really. So we're going to switch to parallax. First of all, we switch to parallax, and then I'll explain to you why I'm feeling flush. No, energetic. I'm not feeling flush. When was the last time I felt flushed? You don't feel flush. You're flush of something. Which is a really odd way to say it, because when you normally flush something, you empty it out. You know what I'm saying? And yet to say that you're flush with emotions. Interesting use of the word. Alright, so we're going to change to the UI directory for parallax. Nope. Yep, parallax. Yep. Us. And the first thing we're going to do is sort it up to verify that it actually still works, which of course it should, because again, it's my work. Of course. So why am I feeling flush? I know I've been kvetching about Destiny 2 lately, but the springtime rivalry event starts today, so I guess I'm kind of excited about that, because at least it's something new to do. I haven't even stepped into Reckoning since weeks ago, after I tried level 2 and got stomped twice. Tier 2, I should say. And I haven't gone back into Gambit or Gambit Prime, because it's whatever. I got the one thing I needed to get done for the season in Gambit for the Pinnacle weapon, which was the Infamy reset. And I can just wait until next season to finish off getting the Envoy Primeval kills to get the Pinnacle weapon, because, I mean, that's an okay Pinnacle weapon from what I've seen, but not one I'm like, ooh, I gotta have it. Rather unfortunate. You'd think it would trigger like an OCD complex in me, you know, the completionist perspective, but Destiny 2 broke me about a long time ago, so I don't care. Because I don't do the raids, so I'm not getting that. I hate Crucible, so I don't really care about getting those weapons. I'm not really a fan of Gambit either. I tolerate it more than I do Crucible, but yeah, alright, so this bad boy came up. And we're going to say it with me, Control-Shift-K for the console. I'm going to verify we got no warnings in here. Alright, I was home. Take a look at this. That's good. Take a look at this. That's good. Yeah, I forgot. It actually does look pretty good. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Let's verify that. I'm still surprised how that one slipped by me, that one oval one. But yeah, okay, that's all fixed up. External link should still work without any issue. Yep. And the V3, I bet you double navigation. No problem. Alright, so those are all the big pieces. Maybe I should talk slower. Slow things down. I could, possibly. Okay. But Michael Jordan isn't alive anymore? Did Kobe pass away too? I don't know. I haven't paid attention. Well, I never really fully paid attention to basketball. But when it kind of sort of caught my eye was back in the day of Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, and Michael Jordan. Let me see. And of course, Vlade Divac. Because that's an awesome name. Vlade Divac. Alright. My whole thing with Vlade Divac, it was, he did this, I forgot what the commercial was actually for. So he was doing a spoof. He was making fun of himself, which is an admirable trait to have. Because I admire that sort of thing. And in it, the commercial, he was like trying out for various endorsement deals or whatever. And one was like a cologne. And it was him saying in a thick Slavic accent, "You too can smell like Vlade Divac." And no offense to Vlade, and this is why he was able to say it. So he doesn't look like the kind of person you want to smell like. He doesn't look like a dirty hippie or anything, but I'm sure he smells better than a barnyard animal, but you know, it's not like a sophisticated smell. You know, it's like a uh, 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 it was all a good sport. It was hilarious, and I liked it. Anybody that can laugh at themselves can get the thumbs up from me. All right, so we just verified that parallax is working, and we need to disable the logging, or not disable the logging, because technically it still logs. It should still log, but we only want it to log warnings or errors. Why? Well, one, we don't want the console to get polluted, and two, in case something actually does go wrong, we can quickly check it. Whereas if we keep all of our debug statements in there and you got to drill through all of them, and it's pretty easy to find, but it's a little more polished. Not that I imagine most users would notice unless they open up the web console, and I imagine most users are not going to open the web console. But that's all we got to do to change the log level. Nifty, huh? Alright, and so let's start. Yeah, let's start up again. I'm going to double check that. So yeah, eager to dive into the Revelry thing. And actually, there was something that occurred to me. So there's a lot of activities I don't do in Destiny because it requires certain things that I'm not willing to do. But there are two outstanding things that I have not done yet that I've been trying to do. One is to get the Whisper of the Worm. I've made various attempts at soloing it. And, well, my last attempt I did better. It's not going to be enough. So that's why I'm trying to coordinate with my buddy to do it, because he wants the Whisper too. We were going to do it last weekend, or this past weekend, but he had the cold, so that was out. And with that same buddy, we've also been trying to do the Shattered Throne. But much like the Whisper attempt, we've been getting stomped. But as part of the Revelry, there's going to be a special tonic available. Now, normally I don't advocate taking performance enhancement things such as that. I mean, protein shake, sure, but something that boosts your abilities temporarily, you know what I'm saying? I normally don't advocate doing it, but in games it's perfectly fine. Anyway, those tonics in the game should boost certain abilities that might make it easier and might make it possible for me and my buddy to actually finish the job. And it's at this point where I'm like, I really don't care how I do it, as long as I do it, just to say that I did it. I'll take the asterisk next to the accomplishment. I don't particularly mind. All right. So yeah, we still get this because why do we still get this? I get it that first time. I'm wondering about that, to be honest. Let me double. Index.js, right? Line 42. That statement should be a debug. No. There's no line 42. And debug. Actually, you know what? I mean, that happens in the reducer. Yeah, reducer.js. So that was, it's been a while since I've actually looked at the React Redux stuff. Now this is index.js, line 42. Yeah, it's a debug. So here's my guess, is that the Webpack dev server still had a open connection to the browser, and it kind of picked that up when it refreshed. Oh, wait, did I hot load that? No, I stopped Webpack. That's kind of weird. To be honest, that's very weird. But, okay, we'll roll with it. We'll double check when we get the distributable going. View 1, nothing. View 2, nothing. View 3, nothing. Home, nothing. Twitter. Oh, excuse me. Nothing. As much as I like this seltzer water, it is carbonated, so it has certain less than polite effects. Alright, so yeah, that looks fine. So what do we do next? Next we actually build the distributable. So that's npm run build. And I don't know how long this... Do you remember how long it takes? I don't remember how long it takes. Feels like it doesn't take that long. And while that's going, let's go ahead and open up the directory. Projects UI, parallax. We still do not have the dist directory, which is running. What else? I almost want to say it feels like Wednesday to me, like I'm over the hump day. Almost. But it's not. It's only Tuesday. So. Wow, did I run out of things to talk about already? I guess I did. That's kind of disappointing. I'm disappointed in myself. I pride myself on being able to carry on a conversation, even if that conversation is with myself. Though I'm sure you're conversing with me as well, and I do appreciate it, as well as I appreciate the views and the attention? Not really a fan of attention, believe it or not. Well, I appreciate you being here. Yeah, that's good. Because, I mean, the whole point of this is making it for you. Right? Right? Well, I'm making it for somebody. And here's hoping that they're enjoying watching it right now. Alright, so the distributable has been built. And so, how do we test it? We just open up the index.html. And now, interestingly enough, we don't have that same, it doesn't look like we have that same style issue with the margin here. But that's because of the parallax library. If instead of a white background I had like a different color, we would see it. But what we're checking, Control-Shift-K, is my ability to press Control-Shift-K while the browser has focus. Which apparently I still have difficulty with. Alright, no output here. Alright, view 1, no output, view 2, no output, view 3, no output, and Twitter, again, no output, which means the distributable is fine and functional and ready. Alright, so we'll go ahead and close that up. And then we'll go to the AWS Management Console. And sign in. Let's see. That's already there. You know what? While we're here, I saw those new file storage services. Let's take a brief look at those. I'm actually kind of curious about them. Services. So there is EFS and FSX. Doesn't sound very descriptive if you ask me. Okay, Elastic File System Management. File storage for use with you. Okay. Alright. So what is an EC2 instance? It's basically the thing of it is a virtual computer. You create those EC2 instances in the Amazon cloud, and you know, you start them up and you do whatever you want to do, and you can keep them running or you can shut them off, whatever. Anyway, of course, since they're computers, they need to have a file system on them. So this EFS apparently is an elastic one. What it means is it shrinks and grows. Duh. So when you have a computer, right, you have a hard drive on it. It's a fixed size. But, and to cut down costs, you kind of want to keep that drive as small as possible on your EC2 instance. But sometimes your drive needs to expand and needs to get smaller. I'm guessing that's what this is for. So, kind of cool, but I'm not really interested in setting up EC2 instances. So, nice to know, but okay. And Amazon FSX, fully managed third-party file systems. Alright. Okay. So again, when I said you set up those EC2 instances, right, and you set up drives to kind of manage what you're trying to do, because you spool up those EC2 instances to do a particular job. FSX kind of basically just takes that out for you. You can have a Windows file server or a Lustre file server. Okay. Yeah. I mean, great for managing files and data processing and all that jazz, but most of my purposes, S3 is just fine. Alright, well, good to know. I was curious. I hadn't seen those before. Maybe I hadn't been paying attention to them. Ooh, RoboMaker. Kind of curious about that, too. Not that I do robotics. I've watched The Terminator. I know what happens, so I'm not messing around with that. And we're going to update parallax. So let's take a look in here. And again, we've got, as you see, app bundle, index.html, style we don't need to change because we haven't changed the style, but we still need it here. And this says vendors, but this says app bundle, and that's because I changed the names when I was trying to figure out the hot reload, I guess. It's not live reload or dynamic reload or something like that. So we'll go ahead and upload these three. I suspect we only have Alright, we have to obviously upload the JS files because this is the JavaScript stuff. This is the stuff that changed. So they include the updated libraries as part of the install script. And we upload index because we fixed that rel warning in the style sheet import. So we upload that. It is uploaded. And then we can delete this. And they purposefully make it not so easy to delete because they don't want you accidentally deleting things that you don't want to delete. Even though if you have versioning set up, you can recover it. And then we go to properties so we can verify that what we've got is there. And this is what always gets me. I always click on Learn More, and that brings up the Learn More page as opposed to clicking on this, which brings up this, which is what I want. And let's go ahead and go to the link. And I love how quick it comes up, though. Control-Shift-K. You see? I have trouble with that. And yes, no logs, everything comes up fine. I wonder if I should put versioning somewhere on the templates to let me know whether or not it's actually the updated version. That might be good. I mean, yeah, that might not be the worst idea I've had. Maybe not my best idea, but maybe not the worst. Okay. Alright. So now let's go ahead and we'll close this. We don't need this open anymore. And we'll go ahead and log out. Again, I don't distrust Amazon so much, but better safe than sorry. And let's go ahead and change this configuration file back to debug logging. And let's go ahead and restart it. And you like that? I don't have to type it in. Arrow keys. Arrow keys are your friends, my friend. Friend of my friend is my friend, or is it enemy? Enemy of my enemy is my friend. Yes, but the friend of my friend could be my enemy. That's deep. That's deep, isn't it? But then again, my friend could be my enemy too, right? Sometimes. The enemy of my friend, and the enemy of my friend could be my friend, but they could also be my enemy. Human relations. Again, part of why I often tend to be so misanthropic. And let's just bring up the console. See, I did click on it to get focused first, and alright, we have our logging back. Well, we had logging before. We have our debug messages back. Alright. Bueno. So let's finish that. And, okay. Let's update this. And, yeah, okay, so we're about at the almost, well, a couple minutes shy of the 30-minute mark. Not enough time to really get into the next thing. So I'm going to go ahead and start shutting things down. And I'll take this opportunity to say thank you for watching. Thank you very, very much for watching. And cool kid words about liking and subscribing, commenting and suggesting. Let me see. Let me go ahead and take the spotlight back. Yeah. And yeah, I hope you join me tomorrow when we move on to. Actually, these are all the templates, if I remember that to-do list that I looked at like 30 seconds ago. So I think the next one is just my website, and then the Bellow Music School. So that's what we'll be doing tomorrow, and I hope you join me for that tomorrow. And I also hope I have more interesting things to talk about. I doubt anything will happen at work. I might spend the time talking about the Rivalry event in Destiny 2, if it's any good. I do my training tomorrow, so we can spend time talking about how jacked I look. That's always good. I do enjoy talking about myself, but more so I enjoy talking to you. And so I do hope you join me tomorrow so that we can have fun talking. And until the next time you join me, I hope that you take care and God bless.